Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to this very off-the-cuff video. So first of all, nothing big, I'm not stopping doing this or something like that. No, it's not that sort of update. But I thought I would give a bit of an update because life is busy and so things might change over the next few months. First of all, as always, when I get to do these videos, thanks to everyone who's been watching and who's been, liking and subscribing and following the Patreon and the Discord and things like that. It's always good to feel like people enjoy the stuff you make, which is really nice. But I should say that over the next few months, I'm recording this start of September, things might get slightly less regular. I've been doing this channel for a couple of years. I started it at the end of lockdown when I was quite quiet. It's now almost getting on 3 years, and I've generally kept to releasing a video every week. Usually releasing on a Thursday. Sometimes when I've been particularly flush with ideas, I've been able to release them on a Saturday as well. But I also have a real job. I don't do YouTube for a living. I don't really want to do YouTube for a living. So I've got an actual job. And as some of you might have known, because I've mentioned this in other videos before, my actual job is in events. I design events, opera theatre, theme parks, that sort of thing. And the way my job works is a lot of the time that's me in a studio designing things, and then for each job I usually have to go on site for a week or two, usually for a very busy week or two. Often that's in the UK, sometimes in London where I am, but it's also around the world, so I've travelled quite a lot for work over the years. And the way this year has worked out is that the first 6 months I didn't really do a lot of going on site, and then every single job pretty much for the year has neatly lined up one after the other for the next 3 months. So for the next 3 months, I'm barely in the house. I'm away. I'm going to be in various places all around the world, which I'll get to later because maybe I can do some geeking out there. But yeah, I'm going to be away for about 3 months. The astute viewers will also notice that for the first 6 months of this year, I was on a green screen because this flat was flooded at Christmas, and it took 4 months of me living in an Airbnb to get it back to normal. So for the first 6 months of the year, I was kind of out of this room. And then I got back in it about 2 months ago, and now I'm about to go away kind of till December. So that's annoying. Very little time to actually make videos. So yeah, I'm going to be away for work. Everything's neatly lined up. I will be going around the world once before the end of October and then continuing again. I think every show I have makes me fly east. So yeah, lovely. I'm not going to get a huge amount of time spare in those locations. In the meantime, I've prepped some videos. So the main point of this is to say, if I'm a bit quiet over the next few months, I'm not dead, and I haven't stopped. It's just busy. I've prepped some videos. I've got some interesting things coming out. I've got a video about the Siege of Vrax, which I attempted to do in like half an hour, but I think it's going to be an hour when I've edited it. I've got some more horrible heretics coming that was written. Mira came over the other day and we recorded 3 videos about books, so we've got 3 of those coming. So there's a few other things that I've got, sort of some heresy army guides, but yeah, that's the situation. Also, I was going to do a new Tale of Four Gamers. We were going to start the Four Gamers. We finished Warcry a few months ago. We were going to start the next one, but the next one was going to be epic. It was going to be Legiones Imperialis, and as you might know, that game has been delayed. I think it's like a printing thing, but it's been delayed. We don't know when till. At this point, I would guess it was going to be December. Part of December, yeah, Christmas, I would guess is the next thing. I don't know. Part of the choice of that was that it was the sort of thing that I could assemble a little painting kit and like travel with because all the models are tiny. But I'm probably not going to buy it on my travels if it comes out sooner because suitcases and stuff. So yeah, so I've got some stuff in the bag. I already know I don't have enough to do once a week for the next 3 months. So we'll see what happens. They might be a bit sporadic. Editing obviously takes time, but I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have. Like when you're on site with a show, you are working all the time and working from a hotel room a lot. So I don't know when those things are going to happen. So yeah, that's the long and short of it. It's been interesting because when I started doing this channel, it was just after lockdown, and obviously the events industry just died in lockdown, didn't exist at all. So I was quite quiet. And then it got quite busy again through 2021 and 2022, as I think what happened was all the shows and projects people had planned for 2020 were still funded and still about to happen. They just shifted them into 2021 and 2022. So for the last 2 years, it's been like really busy, but in a sort of nice, consistent way where I can do the projects and then in the evenings, you know, edit videos or whatever. But then the start of 2023, I think everyone sort of caught up with all the backlog of projects since 2020. So it was quite quiet for 6 months, which turned out to be quite good given that I was dealing with a renovation. And now everyone's realized they haven't done anything for 6 months, and suddenly the next 6 months are going to be really, really busy. So, yeah, anyway, where am I going? So I'm going to start off in the UK doing a show here. I will then go for the end of September. I'm going to be in Sydney doing a beautiful show that I'll post on like Instagram and Twitter and all that, because if you're in Sydney, it's really worth. It's a free, massive public performance, so worth coming to. Then I'm going to go to Seattle and do an opera, and then I'll come back here, and then I'm away again in November in the Middle East. I get a few days off in each place. I'm in each place for like 2.5 weeks, which I think is just long enough to get used to the time zone before you move time zone again. I'm only flying east, which is the way you don't want to fly. That's the way that's bad for jet lag. So yeah, another potential nix on getting anything done is that I'm definitely going to be jet lagged from like 2 weeks from now until probably December. But you know, that's life. So yeah, that's the deal. We're going to make more videos. I've got some things in the bag. I'm back for like a week in October where I might, hopefully, all this time on a plane will mean I've written a load of videos and I can get another batch done. But basically, if you see that there's a little less from me over the next few months, don't worry. I'm just asleep in a theatre somewhere in the world. Things like Twitter and Instagram have already a bit gone down the drain. I haven't got anything painted for the last month or two. Basically, since I got back in here, I haven't really done anything. Which is a shame because it's all set up for me to do some painting better than it was before. And when over summer I went to so many events, I was getting so many cool paint stuff. I got gifted so many cool paint things that I haven't had a chance to try yet. But all I got painted for the last month was 2 things Games Workshop sent me, basically the Warcry starter set and Scabix Plague Pack for Warhammer Underworlds, both of which I played with and they're fun. But I have already told them, maybe don't send me anything for 3 months, especially if you want it reviewed, because that won't happen. So yeah, that means that Instagram's been a bit quiet as well because I haven't done anything, haven't done any modelly stuff. And now I'm not going to be doing a Tale of Four Gamers, so I'm not going to do any of that either. I've said the same thing 5 times now. So thank you for continuing to tune in. It might get a bit sporadic and quiet over the next few months. But don't worry, I'm just busy doing life. And I hope normal service will resume in December when all this travelling means that I'll have some massive pile of scripts to record. So yeah, brilliant. Hope you enjoy things. If you'd all like to rewatch all of my old videos anyway, that'd be really handy to keep those viewing numbers up. But otherwise, I will return in a few months' time. See you later.